Before we begin, please remember to like the video. Leave a comment, share the video, and subscribe to my channel to access new videos every day. Have you ever wondered what behaviors can kill a relationship? It's a question that's crossed most of our minds at some point. Relationships, whether romantic or platonic, are complex and often delicate. They require nurturing, understanding, and above all, mutual respect. Yet there are certain behaviors, often unwittingly exhibited, that can cause harm to these bonds. These behaviors, though common, can be incredibly damaging, sometimes irreparably so. They can erode trust, breed resentment, and ultimately lead to the breakdown of relationships. But fear not. Recognizing these behaviors is the first step towards preventing them. By understanding what these behaviors are and how they impact relationships, we can take active steps to avoid them, nurturing healthier, more fulfilling connections with those around us. So, are you ready to explore what these behaviors might be? Are you willing to take that step towards healthier relationships? Good. Let's dive into the first behavior that can be detrimental to a relationship. The first behavior that can damage a relationship is the lack of communication. This, my friends, is a big one. Imagine trying to navigate a maze blindfolded. That's what it's like trying to sustain a relationship without clear and effective communication. You're left guessing, stumbling, and often hitting dead ends. Without open lines of communication, misunderstandings can crop up like weeds in an untended garden. Let's say you're upset about something your partner did, but instead of discussing it, you choose to bottle up your feelings. Over time, this silence breeds resentment, a silent killer that can slowly erode the foundation of your relationship. And what about the small joys and victories of life? If you're not sharing these with your partner, you're missing out on opportunities to strengthen your bond. The importance of sharing cannot be overstated. It's not just about airing grievances, it's about sharing your world with someone else. Now let's talk about honesty. It's a crucial component of communication. Without it, your words become hollow, devoid of meaning. Honesty, even when it's uncomfortable, fosters trust and respect, two cornerstones of any successful relationship. But remember, good communication is not just about talking, it's also about listening, really listening to your partner. It's about understanding their perspective, their feelings, their dreams, and their fears. It's about creating an environment where both of you feel heard, valued, and understood. Now let's move on to the second behavior. The second behavior that can lead to the end of a relationship is dishonesty. Now you've probably heard it 1,000 times. Honesty is the best policy. And it's no different when it comes to relationships. But why is that? Well, honesty is the bedrock of trust. And trust is the foundation upon which any strong relationship is built. Imagine a house. A house needs a strong foundation to stand the test of time, right? But what if that foundation is built on shifting sands, constantly moving and unreliable? That house won't stand for long, and it's the same with relationships. If the foundation of trust is built on the shifting sands of dishonesty, it's only a matter of time before the relationship crumbles. Dishonesty doesn't always come in the form of big lies. Sometimes it's the small things, the little white lies, the omissions, the half-truths. But these can be just as damaging, if not more so, because they slowly erode trust over time. Like water dripping on a rock, they may not seem significant at first, but given enough time, they can wear away even the strongest of bonds. The solution: be honest, be open, be transparent. It's not always easy, and it may sometimes lead to uncomfortable conversations, but it's worth it, because honesty builds trust. And trust builds strong, lasting relationships. Let's move on to the third behavior. The third behavior that can kill a relationship is the lack of respect. Respect, in its simplest form, is the demonstration of value and regard for your partner and their feelings. It's about acknowledging their thoughts, ideas, and emotions. It's about seeing each other as equals and treating each other as such. When respect is absent, the relationship can become a breeding ground for feelings of worthlessness and resentment. Imagine a garden. If respect is the sunshine, then love is the flower that blooms under it. Without the sunshine, the flower starts to wither and die. That's what happens in a relationship without respect. The love, the connection, the bond, they start to wither away, leaving behind a barren landscape of hurt and resentment. Respect is not just about the big things like not cheating or lying, it's also about the little things, small everyday actions that show your partner you value them. It's about listening when they speak, even if you don't agree. It's about not dismissing their feelings, even if you can't understand them. It's about not belittling their ideas, even if they seem silly to you. Mutual respect is a two-way street. It's about giving as much as receiving. It's about understanding that your partner's feelings are as important as yours. It's about treating each other with kindness, patience, and understanding. Remember, a relationship without respect is like a garden without sunshine. It may survive for a while, but eventually it will start to wither and die. Let's proceed to the fourth and final behavior. The fourth behavior that can destroy a relationship is selfishness. We all have our own needs and wants, that's a given. It's how we balance these desires with those of our partners that can make or break a relationship. Selfishness isn't just about not sharing the last slice of pizza or taking up too much space on the couch. It's more about a consistent pattern of putting your needs above your partner's, without consideration for their feelings or viewpoint. When one person is always the priority, the other can feel used or unappreciated. Imagine always being the one to compromise, to bend, to give in. Over time, that feeling of being secondary, of being less important, can erode even the strongest of bonds. The scales of a relationship should be balanced, not tipped constantly in one direction. But here's the thing, selfishness in a relationship isn't always intentional. Sometimes we may not even realize we're acting selfishly. That's why open communication and self-awareness are key. It's crucial to regularly check in with your partner, to understand their feelings, and to ensure both of your needs are being met. Remember, a relationship is a partnership, a team. It's not about winning or losing, but about understanding and supporting each other. It's about compromise, about balancing your needs with those of your partner. Now that we've covered the 4 behaviors, let's recap. To sum up, the 4 behaviors that can kill a relationship are lack of communication, dishonesty, lack of respect, and selfishness. Each of these can cause significant harm, creating a divide that may be hard to bridge. Lack of communication leaves couples feeling disconnected. Dishonesty cultivates mistrust. Disrespect breeds resentment, and selfishness creates a one-sided dynamic. It's crucial to recognize these behaviors and work on eradicating them to foster a robust and thriving relationship. Remember, understanding these behaviors is the first step to maintaining a healthy relationship. Thank you for watching.